Hello, my name is Gavin Triddle,
Jolene Mercurian.
Riley Foster.
and this is our presentation on Adopt a Dog Park. Our problem, well, we've got a few. The first one is that a lot of Napa residents can't have dogs due to where they live or financial constraints or what have you. This project's genesis was essentially us trying to find a way to get those people to interact with dogs if they want to. We found a couple other reasons why this was a good idea, like it would help get the shelter attention and help get the shelter animals socialized, and help get the I already said socialization. So our solution was to open a non-profit dog park that is open to the public. You can bring your own dog there, but it will also be partnered with the animal shelter, and they'll be bringing their dogs that they have up for adoption there and help get them socialized and help keep them kind of involved in the public. Our key metrics will be that we need a construction license, we need a contractor's license. Since all we're really building is a fence and a natural water feature, we won't need to run any sort of large environmental tests. Our insurance will be covered by Geico. It'll be a general liability for companies. It covers any sort of property or personal damage if we happen to be in a lawsuit. We need a copyright on our website and our logo, but we don't need trademarks and we don't have any patents pending. Essentially, the only environmental risk of our business is biohazard containment, given that there will be animal waste on the property, because it's wildlife.
So the competitive advantage, some of our competitors are like Whiskers, Tails, and Ferals, and like Alston Dog Park. Alston Dog Park is a dog park, so we would be kind of competing with them, but they're on the other side of town, and we would be more, it would just be on two separate sides of town, so it would be more open to more people. Also, Whiskers, Tails, and Ferals are, like, they do rescue animals, they do adoptions, but they don't have really a way to socialize the animals and like interact, like volunteers can more interact with the animals instead of like being competitive for the like getting them adopted. And we are partnering with the animal shelter, so that wouldn't be our competitor, because we're partnering and trying to help them getting animals adopted. So our customer segments are, we're thinking of like high schoolers to like middle-aged people of all genders, specifically in Napa, and we're trying to do, because one of our problems is people who have apartments sometimes can't have dogs, so they have to either give them up or be unable to have a dog. It's generally low income and low social class, and we're also targeting towards dog lovers and social people, or people who are not social and want to just want dogs. So people will keep coming back because it's a stress relief. They love dogs. They have multiple dogs to play with, so you don't have to bring out the same dog each time. And it's a new experience every time you go. So it would get people to come back.
So primarily our expenses are the maintenance prices for anything that we need to use to maintain the property. So lawnmower, shovels, if this turns out to be an expense, trash cans. We are assuming to pay about $25,000 as our initial construction expense. Our fixed monthly costs are for things like lawnmower maintenance, weed eater, other just general maintaining the grass, and the little refillable poop scoop disposals. That should add up to about $187. Variably, we have utilities, so just water to run our bathrooms and to run the water feature should we choose to keep that operational. That should add up to about $350, so our total monthly expenses should be about $537. We would be a donation run operation. So we would hold fundraisers and we'd have a daily donation box for people to come in. And we'll rent out dog toys and tennis balls to patrons.
Right, so just a few questions that you got regarding what you guys touched on and what you're starting to see. You still need data in regards to your removal. As for solution, you guys didn't touch on like why would someone not use a different already existing solution?
Sorry, that was on the slide.
Can I see it?
I just ran out of breath, yeah. Because there isn't one. There's no other place in the world.
Or at least in Napa.
There's no other place close here that offers the ability to socialize with the shelter animals in a natural environment, in an environment where they're not. You can't really get to know a dog if they're stuck in a cage or in a tiny little room, but around other animals, it gives you a better idea of what type of dog you would be adopting.
Did you guys touch on like how people like? Do you think people would actually pay money for this? Do you have statistics?
Like we said, it's a donation. We've done research into the other non-for-profit animal-based things in the area, from the East Bay up to around this area, kind of give a diversity to our findings. And we found that, yeah, people donate to dogs. They think they're cute, they think they're nice, it's a good,
And
good
besides,
attention grabber.
the animal shelter is already funded, so someone cares.
Employees, or is it volunteer place?
It's all volunteer.
We hope it's mostly volunteer, maybe like one person.
We have in the budget an $800 monthly expense for 110. So
Marketing for your business?
primarily social media.
Social media. And then,
Ms. Ware, who is not present, had the idea of like dog blog.
Yeah.
What is your social media strategy?
unfortunately, I'm aware our main front person didn't bother to show up today. So,
But she was thinking of like having
Question for
pictures of the
later.
dogs and then like making the dogs funny or cute and as a way to like encourage people to come.
Alright.
Have you guys seen examples of like maybe this would work?
there are several dog parks, not in California, but there are several with similar systems around the country. And they are moderately successful. There's one in Michigan that's doing best right now.
Do you have like a number estimate for how many people there are in your market?
So we do that.
How would you keep repeat customers?
The same way any dog park keeps repeat customers. They find it an entertaining and safe place to take their animal, so they come back.
And customers will have the option to come back and
Play
take
with
the
new.
same dog, assuming that that dog hasn't been adopted or isn't being walked by another patron. So they can have a dog that they have adopted at the park, so that they can have they can build a dog owner relationship with a dog at the shelter because the dogs all stay there. So.
This is a side question, but have you guys thought about like the downfalls to that with an animal being attached to a specific person and then that person not showing up and like emotionally how would that affect the animal?
That's why we were hoping to keep it more of kind of an open-ended relationship where the animals would be socialized with other animals, not so much with like the person who's walking or monitoring them. If you are going to take a shelter dog out for a little walk, we would emphasize don't make friends with the dog unless you plan to adopt it. This is where the hard number side of the business kind of interacts with the emotional side of the business, and it stops getting easy.
What is your biggest cost and why? I think you touched on it, but just to make sure.
Biggest cost is by far construction.
Yeah, and maintenance of like the grass, tools we need.
What was it? Sod and fencing came out to the big.
Yeah, sod and fencing.
And then also like the lawnmowers.
For like cost structure, one of the questions is how many items do you have to sell every month to break even?
You have those numbers.
It's a non-for-profit, federally backed,
It's like
plus donations.
if we were selling
I write not applicable.
if for every month that we need to get like 200 donations of $10 in order to break even. So Like if, and then I was thinking also doing like Fund Me page or like some other way besides hard cash donation.
Okay. Yeah, everything else is kind of like what do you anticipate would be your slow busy months?
Winter. It's raining.
Okay, that should be simple.
Summer would obviously have a peak.
Any questions?